Welcome to Get the Math. Today we are looking at some helpful tips for solving linear inequalities. These are strategies that will make your work faster, cleaner, and easier to read. Let's dive in. Tip number 1, keep x on the more positive side. When you have variables on both sides of an inequality, try to move x to whichever side keeps the coefficient positive. For example, suppose you have 3 minus 2x is less than or equal to x plus 9. You could subtract x from both sides, giving you 3 minus 3x is less than or equal to 9. Then you divide by negative 3. And you have to flip the sign. But, if instead you add 2x to both sides, you get 3 is less than or equal to 3x plus 9. Now you divide by positive 3. No flip needed. Same answer, but the second way avoids the sign flip entirely. Whenever you can, move x to the side where it stays positive. Tip number 2, reading an inequality when x is on the right side. After solving, you might end up with something like 5 is less than x. That looks a little awkward because we usually want x on the left. Here is how to read it. 5 is less than x means x is greater than 5. Think of it this way, the inequality sign is like an arrow. It always points toward the smaller value. 5 is less than x, so x is the bigger one, meaning x is greater than 5. Tip number 3, rewriting the inequality from left to right. When x ends up on the right side, just flip the entire inequality around. Whatever was on the right goes to the left, and whatever was on the left goes to the right. And the inequality sign flips direction too. So 5 is less than x becomes x is greater than 5. Or 2 is less than or equal to x becomes x is greater than or equal to 2. The solution is exactly the same. It just reads more naturally. Tip number 4, read the interval notation first. Before you even touch the number line, look at the interval notation and let it tell you everything. A bracket means the endpoint is included, so you use a closed circle. A parenthesis means the endpoint is not included, so you use an open circle. Infinity always gets a parenthesis, because infinity is never actually reached. So if you see bracket 2 comma infinity parenthesis, you immediately know, closed circle at 2. Shade to the right. If you see parenthesis negative 4 comma infinity parenthesis, you know, open circle at negative 4. Shade to the right. The interval notation is your roadmap. Read it first. Tip number 5, graph directly from the interval notation. Once you know the interval notation. Step 1, find the number and plot your circle, open or closed based on the bracket or parenthesis. Step 2, look at which direction the interval goes. If it goes to positive infinity, shade right. If it goes to negative infinity, shade left. That is all there is to it. Let's put it all together with a quick example. Solve 9 minus 4x is less than or equal to 6x minus 11. We move x to the right side by adding 4x, keeping the coefficient positive. 9 is less than or equal to 10x minus 11. Add 11. 20 is less than or equal to 10x. Divide by 10. 2 is less than or equal to x. Rewrite left to right x is greater than or equal to 2. Interval notation, bracket 2 comma infinity parenthesis. Graph, closed circle at 2. Shade right. These tips will save you time and help you avoid mistakes. If this video helped you, hit like and subscribe for more math lessons every week. See you in the next one.